Hello students, I am Dr. Suman and I will be teaching about brain, its structure and functions. So before coming into the functions of various parts of the brain, let us study the position of brain. Now the part which is rounded and extends backwards with a stem like thing, this is called the posterior part of the brain. The rounded part in the front, which is behind your forehead, this is called the anterior part. On the top we have the superior part of the brain. So this is anterior part, posterior part with an extension into the spinal cord, right, and the superior part. Brain can be divided into three parts: forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain. Midbrain is the smallest part of the brain. Now there are various parts of forebrain. You have to study each with their functions. The first is the cerebrum, then thalamus, hypothalamus, then the limbic lobe, which has two more parts, amygdala and hippocampus. Now when you see the forebrain, there are parts like thalamus here. Below the thalamus you have the hypothalamus. This whole covering on the top, this is the cerebral cortex, or you can say there are two cerebral hemispheres of the brain, right, and these are connected in the center with corpus callosum. Now this thalamus is the relay center of the brain. Okay, relay center means all the messages from the sensory organs, they have to pass to the thalamus and then it goes to the cerebral cortex for interpretation, right. So this is the relay center of the brain. Okay, then you have the hypothalamus. Now hypothalamus, it maintains the body temperature. Then whenever you are hungry or you want to drink, you have an urge to eat and drink. So this eat and drink function, this urge is a function of hypothalamus, and in addition it also releases some hormones. Now we come to the limbic lobe. Limbic lobe has two parts, amygdala and hippocampus. Amygdala is a small almond shaped structure and hippocampus, it lies adjacent to it in the lower part of the fork, right. Now amygdala is the center for emotional response like fear, happiness, sadness. Okay, it is a center for emotional reaction and also the sexual behavior. Now hippocampus, it is a main function of recall events, or you can say memory or smell. So this is a function of hippocampus. Next we come to hindbrain. Now hindbrain has three parts. Here you can see pons, then you have the medulla. Medulla extends like this backwards into the spinal cord, and then you can see a highly convoluted structure. This is a cerebellum. Now this cerebellum is also called the little brain. Okay, and it is having many convolutions like this, right, and this is to accommodate more neurons by increasing the space for them, right. Then you have pons. Now pons is responsible for regulating the breathing, right. Then you have medulla. Now medulla extends into the spinal cord, right. Now it is the center which controls respiration, right. Also the cardiovascular reflexes and the gastric secretions needed for digestion. So with this we come to the end of function and parts of brain.